Blog Talk Radio.
The motherfucking saga continues.
Yo, what's up, world? It's badass thugging like I usually do, and you better turn it up, bust some speakers out, cause we off the motherfucking cuff. You dig how we do it? Dog Pound Gangsters 2000 and beyond. Bless.
What's up with it, y'all? Man, don't change that down. This your player partner, the legendary Cocaine. And you tuned in live to Off the Cuff Radio. Better not touch that down. Wiggly.
Yeah, this is Cassidy, the hustler. And right now, you listening to the Guillotine. Show them the respect they deserve, man. Off the Cut Radio, man. Y'all already know how they doing it, man. I need y'all to stay tuned. They've been doing it for years, so show them the respect they deserve. And you heard it out of bars, man. Easy.
Keep it moving like this. Yo, this your boy Rampage. You're not rocking with the best. With Off the Cuff Radio. Classic. History. Fix your face to all you haters. We off the cuff, baby.
What's up, everybody? This your girl, Bonnie Dollars, the queen of trap, representing Crenshaw, and you are now tuned in with Off the Cuff Radio. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is Miss Irresistible, giving a shout out to the live show on Friday nights, Off the Cuff Radio, and I'm live from the 704.
Yeah. What's the deal, man? It's your man, King Eric, the Media Assassin. We're now tuned in to episode 676, live and direct, Off the Cuff Radio. This show is sponsored by Screwball Radio. Big shout out to Black Poet and Comment. Sponsored by Cocaine's Buddy Boy Entertainment, Da Vinci Clothing. Got my host T-Max with the facts on the line. What's good, man?
Man, what it do, y'all? Live and back in effect for 2026. We still at it. Happy New Year to y'all. This is our first show of the year. Of course, shout out to our buddy up in New York, DJ Cecile, Dirty Basement Radio, and of course, Lady Chinchilla and a lot of Sandman, our co-host in spirit. And we are ready to do it again to bring you the most excellent, educational, instructional, and exciting and invigorating broadcast on the airwaves of all things swagged out. We're ready. King, go ahead and let everybody know who we got tonight.
Yes, sir, man. We rocked it out last week, man. He had a dope birthday party with Onyx and Sadat X. Big shout out to them brothers here. We want to take this show to give back to the DJs, man, because we feel that not only the DJ isn't being looked out upon within hip hop, but they're an unappreciated form of the culture. So
absolutely,
we want to invite one of our biggest DJs from Raleigh out here, and he's here to tell us a story, how he got into hip hop, just the mind frame of what goes on within being the DJ, man, because the DJs deserve their appreciation. So let's all welcome DJ BOUT, aka Saprano, to episode 676.
Yeah.
Yo.
What it do, man? What it do?
What up? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, that's what's up. How y'all doing, man? What's good?
All good, man. Look, we're happy to have you. You're our first guest of 2026. And like King said, you are an esteemed... Yep.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Okay, we back on.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. You good. Yeah, but the DJ, like King said, is one of the foundational and the most important elements of the 4 elements of hip hop, or even 5, depending on how you want to name it. So right. It's something that you are a pillar that helps build the sound and brings it to the people. You know, you're the living, breathing soundtrack that provides the music. Like King said, you got a story. We want to hear it. Tell everybody about yourself.
Hey, man. First of all, thank y'all for having me, man. I appreciate you. It's a blessing.
Mhm. Yeah.
You
So
know what I
how'd you
mean?
start? Yeah. So how'd you start off in terms of DJing? Tell us your journey in terms of, how you came into culture.
Yo, man, listen, it all started about 1993. I started in the culture. I started with promotions. I did like
Hmm.
A&R as a kid, as a teenager. So I got into the business with my man and them at like 13. I was doing art. I was doing promotions, A&R. People don't know about artists and repertoire no more.
Yeah.
Um, they don't know about posting bills with, where it was illegal, where we had paint and stencils, and that's why I go back to marketing and promotion. So I started then with MOP, Onyx, you know, mad different groups. So, I was a young in the hip hop, but I remember my mom's playing the records back in the day. So that's how I got into it. And I just networked from a kid, man. When we was in high school, we was out promoting for the Tunnel, um, SOs, all them clubs back in the day. So, I'm originally from Jersey. So, we
Okay.
went to school and I
201 973. Okay.
Yeah.
word. So I would originally, I was in school, I was in high school. I would go to work at night and then go to school in the morning.
Mm.
But it was like hip hop is so universal, man. You never know who you're gonna meet. So you could talk to anybody and link up and do something hip hop. So once I got into the marketing things of it, I started to write music and learn how to write from Billy and Fame, and that's MOP. And I would start doing records, and I would start, just learning the business. And as I learned the business and started traveling and doing tours and tour managing, I'm just so in love with the music. It didn't matter if I rapped, it didn't matter if I carried bags, it didn't matter if I did anything, as long as I was involved in the culture early.
That's dope, man. And shout out to Lil Fame and Billy Dance of MOP, Brownsville Stand Up.
Yes, sir.
Had the pleasure meeting them some years ago. Real good guys. When
Hmm.
you talk about that journey, Boo, we talk about posting the bills, when you talk about the graffiti, your entry into it was very organic in terms
Right.
of the legwork. And a lot of the youth today, a lot of the artists today don't really understand the grassroots level in terms, a lot of them don't even know the elements of the culture, let alone the work that you got to put in to get there.
Right.
Um, so you got into management as well,
Hmm.
as you mentioned. What, in terms of managing during that time, did you find in terms of what it meant for artists to get on from the A&R perspective, from a managing perspective, to actually presenting a demo to the label and hoping that they will like it and want to get behind it?
You said, wait, repeat the question. And it's BU, DJ BU. Everybody
BU,
get it.
BU got you. BU got you. Got you. DJ BU. So what did you find in terms of your experience as a manager in terms of what it meant as an artist to, go through the A&Rs, to go through the demos, to drop the label meetings, this, that, and the other, to ultimately getting a deal? Because nowadays, all you really have to do is just upload your song online and just put it out there to the masses.
Oh, that's a great question. Listen, man,
Yeah,
it means
please.
a lot to me because I got to experience the side of music, business, and the culture, which is
Hmm.
obsolete. It's no more today. There is
Right.
no more A&R department. There is no more rollout. So I've learned other aspects of the business as far
Hmm.
as rollouts, as far as meet and greets, as far as just artists direct in general. It's no
Hmm.
more of that. It's no more developing your skills, your talent. Finding your sound, finding what you do. So that's how I become a DJ ultimately, because I found the sound of DJing, even though, after my record deal that I had back in the day, it didn't go through. I changed and I pivoted and went to something else. So that's how I got to see the aspects from the management side. Because I said, oh, you could do merchandise, you can do tour managing, you can do bookings, you can do everything. So you just got to find your niche in the business.
Right.
And you know,
And
that's what
that's
I
what,
miss, man. And that's what I really miss is, you know, as a consumer, as a fan of this for a very long time, I miss the rollout because the rollout was like a motion picture shit. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you was thinking it was going to be a monumental event occurring. Like,
Right.
I can even go back to when DMX was dropping his first album.
Right.
The rollout for that was crazy.
You remember all of them, the Lots, DMX,
Yeah.
Bad Boy, Rough Riders, Rockefeller. You remember the whole rollout. It was a movie, like you said. It was an experience. It just wasn't microwave. Today is microwave. Everybody drop. You can't adapt. You can't soak in what just happened.
Yeah, and I mean, look, even the magazines would get into it even part time. I remember when 50 Cent, when he was on his rush back in 2003, and even Double XL, they ran a commercial for that issue. Him, Dre, and them on the front.
Right.
And when we look at it, BU and King, when we think about social media, going back to Black Planet in '99, social media has pretty much been around for a little over 25 years
Right.
already. So, but it wasn't obviously then what it is today. So when we look at how it was, like King and you said, in terms of the rollout, you really had to have some buzz out there to where people were really, really going to get behind the product.
Correct.
And it was not only from, the label, it was about, doing it through the magazines, videos, all that.
It would take, not to cut you off, it would take.
No, go ahead, please.
It would take 3 to 6 months just for the proper rollout of a single back in the day, not 3 to 6 minutes to press a button.
Right. What did you find from the managing side when you would sit down with the labels after you all have pretty much finalized, how a project is going to go, and how you all decided what was going to be the first song and then everything else to the company, the promo run with it?
It all came down to whoever was pushing the button in the camp, probably Lays, or if it was Fredro or Stick or Jam Master Jay, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? It depended on what they would want to put the money behind, because people didn't know payola is a real thing.
Yeah, it is.
Even though it's illegal, it's still a real thing. So it was what was going to be where the money was put behind and where we was running with that record. And then if it was accepted, then it wasn't analytics last time. You had to actually go on the road to see where you were strong at, which markets you were strong in.
Right.
Yeah.
Today is analytics. We can see I'm stronger here, even Australia, Korea, India, or Charlotte, Teaneck, New York, Buffalo, Montana. So now analytics speeds up the process. Everything speeds up the process. The internet, just the times just speeds it up. That's why the artists don't last today like they used to, because they not developed.
Right.
And plus, to build on that, those guys also had to hit the turf, and that was, and being in Jersey and New York, they had to battle. They had to go hours and hours and line up and battle with everybody.
Right, and you couldn't sound like nobody back then. You couldn't be nobody back then. Like if it was Drake, it was Jay-Z. If it was Jay-Z, it was something else. If it was something else, it wasn't, oh, he sound like Sexy Red, or he sound like this. Nah, that wasn't accepted. Biting is not allowed.
Nah. And what you said, when you think about what it is in terms of the artist development, that is a very important thing, BU, because we understand the independent hustle. We all do this. So we
Are you there, T? Yeah, you got a little broken up right there.
It's all right. I'm still here.
Yeah, he was talking and it got kind of cut off. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. We're back up. Okay, we back on.
Yeah.
Okay, you got cut off.
Okay.
T, what you were saying?
You good. Yeah, but we were just saying a lot of artists don't understand that to have an aspiration to pursue this is a admirable one. But by the same token, artists need to understand the polish and professionalism that goes behind it. And like you said, a lot there, but they're not fully ready. How do you feel this can really?
Hold on, I'm gonna reboot. I'm gonna put you back on. I'm gonna close you down, then I'm gonna bring you back in. Hold on 1 second. Can't be having those technical difficulties right now.
Nah, we getting into it.
We having a dope build over here, man.
We getting into it.
But that's one of the main things about the business today is like these guys are really just going in, just not really getting groomed for show business. Like you had to really hit the turf. You had to go out there and battle these guys to build your street credibility up. Now these guys are coming in like a deer in no headlights, and then as soon as they get on, they getting stage fright and shit. And
it's like taking somebody out of jail and putting them somewhere in an environment they ain't never been. And you're gonna shock, trauma is gonna be crazy. They're not gonna know what to do. So they're not gonna know how to perform.
And that's important because there are levels to it. And when you're coming in the game, whether you're a basketball player, whether you're a football player, whether you're a rapper, this takes time in terms of developing your talent, in terms of honing it, stage presence, delivery, choreography, all of that. Take us through your journey, BU, in terms of your time as an artist and what it was like for you starting out.
Man, we had to just get in how we fit in. Like you said, it was an all dog eat dog world. Like you learned that early. Like you're gonna be here and you're gonna bring something to the table. If you're not gonna bring nothing to the table, we don't need you. Everybody is expendable. Right. So I had to work hard from the beginning. I had to see what I wanted to do. Meaning, I don't just do one thing. I do anything. I'm hungry, I ain't thirsty, but I learn every aspect. So if this don't work, this could work. If that don't work, that could work. I just wanted to be a part of the culture. So I knew this is what I wanted to do from young. And this is what I was gonna do.
You said that with definitive conviction. You knew this is what you were gonna do. So you committed yourself to this fully.
Yeah.
When you're looking at the diversification of one's portfolio and talent and the means of maximizing the most of it, how important is it to understand every aspect of the business, from contracts to show bookings to negotiations to all of that, even distribution in terms of the channels that are involved?
That's everything, because that's the machine. That's how this works. You got to know the booking. You got to know the contracts. You got to know points. You got to know mechanicals, admin. You got to know all the rhetoric. You got to know what in perpetuity means. All of those define something that these young men and women are signing that they have no idea what they're signing.
Right. And also the fact about when it's... Oh, go ahead, King. Go ahead, King.
It's to him, too. And, coming into this game, that's just like you described, it's a very dog-eat-dog. How were you able to deal with these artists and their egos? Because I don't even like a lot of these motherfuckers, but at the same time, it's a damn job.
Yo,
that part.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, artists is different, man. They very, very different. It's something you learn. It's something, it's a gift. God still has to give you a gift to adapt to anything you're doing. So you can learn it, but like you said, dealing with artists and dealing with regular people is two different things. Because you gotta deal with egos and alter egos of people who are not themselves or their government.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Funny. Yeah. You know, when Mama Badu said it years ago on the Tyrone at the beginning, remember when she said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
There you go.
But that's what it is, because, you know, when we look at artists, we know, you know, that's that stage presence. That's who they are on camera. That's who they are on stage. We have also seen in situations that some artists get lost in the character and they lose touch of real life. You as a manager for doing that, how did you keep those artists grounded from understanding this is what we do on this time, but when we off the clock, this is what we do here?
You gotta, okay, that's a good question. You gotta know when to adapt, and you gotta grow through the experience as you go through the experience. So even though I had learned it and adapted, I made mistakes. But as I made mistakes, I was able to be corrected and guided to what it's supposed to be, or to navigate, yo, this is how we do this. And yo, these people are like this. They're really not like this. I had an OG, my man Lazy Lays, shout out. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Lays.
Yeah, and they'll teach you, man, like, everything ain't regular, man. This business is the opposite of what we do. So where stuff is normal, we kind of do it abnormally, if that makes sense. And then when I learn that and adapt and learn how different artists are versus, put it like this, you ever heard this? You don't want to meet your favorite star or celebrity in real life.
I dealt with that the hard way.
We've learned this.
That's the point. Dealing with your favorite celebrity or whoever, icon or whatever you want to call it, you'll learn quick. They just like me and you. They have a bad day, they'll tell you F you or yo, get out my face. But it's not, you know, they don't have that right after they're on a public platform.
Yeah.
So once you learn that and you know them and you know the system, that's when you have to have, you know, you gotta have that tough skin.
And you know what's ill about that is this, because big shout out to my big homie Fleetwood. He told me this straight up, man. He said, don't go in this as a fan, because a lot of these dudes aren't solid as you think they are.
Nah, it's like WWF, man. Everything you see ain't what it is, man. Even though it is, it isn't at the same time.
Yeah, and that's real. And a lot of times people have to understand this, like you said, BU. These are people that with real emotions and real feelings.
Correct.
And a lot of times, because of those elements of humanity that are involved, you can have hubris or you can have humility. And also, too, from that, it is all about understanding that in the end, it's entertainment. It's about what generates interest, you know, from whatever means that they can sell product. You mentioned Lays. Shout out to Lays Elliott, great dude. Tell us about how you connected with MOP and Lays, and rest in peace to Fox. Solid girl.
Rest in peace. That's my sister, Fox Boogie Bay.
Yeah, word out. Yes.
That's my sister. And rest in peace to my man Flipper the Ripper. He just passed not too long ago, man.
Oh, man.
He was on Mad Joints with MOP. That's the family, man. That's my OG too.
Man, Brownsville stand up. First family.
Word. But so that, like I met my man. I went to Catholic high school back in Jersey back in the day, and I met my man Tariq. And me and Tariq like this to this day. And his parents, you know, they was in the industry. So when I was going over to his crib and I'm looking, he got marble this, he got drivers, it looked like different strokes. For y'all don't know what that is, go Google that. It looked like different strokes.
We know the song. Right.
Yo, so coming from the hood and then seeing this life in this world, I was like, yo, I want this. I want to do this because they on the water, they looking at the whole city skyline. Crib is flavor. I'm back in, you know, living with grandma, uncle, moms. It's all good, but I want that. So when I met my man T in high school, his parents was in the business. Island Def Jam, Relativity Records, Sony, Columbia. I've been through all the channels. Once I met that, me and my man, we was doing marketing and we was doing promotion for MOP.
Okay.
So as I did promotion and marketing for MOP, I networked and met people naturally through the business. And my man Lays groomed me meeting people. I used to be the driver. I was the driver for everybody. That's a whole nother story. Like, I'm in the industry for real. Been there since 13. I'm 47.
Right.
So, like, when I was groomed and I met these people and we went to work, my mom was like, yo, I'll let you do this, but you got to make sure you do everything right. Your school, blah, blah, blah. I made sure that was like a reverse mechanism for me because I did good in school just so I could do that other life.
That's
and
dope.
Doing that other life from a kid, I learned the do's, the don'ts, the what happened, the why this happened, the good, the bad, everything, man. It was the best experience I could have had. And we tight like this to this day. All my, you know, yo, man, relationships will take you further than money, man.
Man, listen, that part right there, because the thing is, your integrity is priceless. Where money is bought, where money purchases things with a price.
Right.
And people have to understand this. Shout out to your moms, man, for being so supportive of you. What did that mean
Love
to
my
you?
moms.
Yes, man. Shout out to my parents listening. Love you
Word,
both.
shout out to
Thank
your
you
parents.
for supporting. Yes, thank you for supporting what we do. How important,
If it
you know, when
wasn't for them, we wouldn't be in a position to even know that. Like when they used to clean the crib, we was listening to all the records that got sampled. When they was cleaning the crib or made us, we was getting that whole vibe and learning the culture. So we got the disco, we got the African drums, we got everything.
Yeah.
And if that's in you, it's in you. It ain't like, yo, I just want to do this for the money. Yo, sometimes money never comes.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, even Ice Cube said that, man. He said, if you ain't prepared to work for the next 6-7 years with no money, you might well hang it up.
Yeah, don't do this. Don't do this. You know, and then you think it's all about money. Nah, it's about you being able to pick up the phone, call somebody directly and say, yo, can we do this? And you do that and you build and you work. You know what I'm saying? The steps. You got to break through the floor, through the ceiling to get to the next level, like a stock. Support,
that's
resistance. I can get into that with y'all too.
Yeah, let's talk about it. When you look at it from our side, you know, being an independent outlet and how we have to reach out to people, we know what it is in terms of having to get on the legwork. Fleetwood, Kenya Ware, so many people, you know, King Assassin. We could go on and on in terms of people who supported us and who we met along the journey. Littles, shout out to him. What does it mean to have people in your corner that are direct supporters and not deliberate sabotagers of what you're trying to accomplish?
That's a great question. Direct supporters versus deliberate sabotagers is you got people that really want to see you win, and then you got people that show up to see you lose.
Oh, man. Ooh, say that again.
You got people that genuinely want to see you win, and then you got other people that show up to see you lose. It's like Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, more like Floyd. He undefeated. You see him winning. He winning. People don't go to Floyd Mayweather shows to see him win. They want to see him lose.
Right.
As well as the people that want to see him win, you got a lot of people there that's paying to see you lose. So that's where your support come in as genuine or just paid support.
Yeah. And that's a real thing, man, because
Very.
one thing we've learned in this game, BU, is that we've been blessed to do this a long time. And we've
Right.
had naysayers say that we weren't going to be nothing, we're just a small outlet. But one thing about it is we had people who believed in us. King's mother believed in him. My parents believed in me. Your mother believed in you. And especially in this endeavor of entertainment where so many get shut down, parents will say, well, you need to find something that's more practical or do this, that, and the other. How big is that to have people really stand behind you? And most importantly, how gratifying is it for them to see you succeed and flourish?
It's the only thing, because when they behind you, they truly believe in the product or they truly believe in you. So you're selling you. You're not selling the product. You're the product. And when they don't believe, they're not going to stand behind it.
Right.
So you only going to get full support if you're genuinely you, hence the name DJ BU. Not Star Child, not Excitement. No, DJ BU, that means be yourself.
That's gospel right there, man. There's no greater commitment of character you can have is to be honest with yourself and know oneself.
That's it.
And one thing I learned about this within my first 2 years of really trying to get in the interview space, this is a whole coattail riding business, man. It's like they pop the bandwagon as soon as they see you with somebody hot.
Right.
Yeah.
Soon as you ain't hot no more, we ain't on that wave no more. It's over.
Yeah.
Like we had people that would be like, whoa, you don't have the followers. You don't have this, that, and the third. But then they see somebody like Tretch following us. They see Ice-T following us. Oh, you think you could get us an interview? Man, come on.
Right. Well, I go through that. I'm glad you said that, man. I can't wait because it'll be a lot of people that see this interview everywhere. This is for the people, man, that you got to celebrate other people's wins. That's why y'all not winning.
Say it again.
You got to celebrate other people's wins. That's why y'all not winning. So when you see me bringing through Ice-T, Tretch, all the celebrities from back in the day, don't think this is luck. This is hard work. This is dedication. This is This is nights of not sleeping. This is scraping up change to go make sure you can go get a little dollar menu. Y'all don't understand this, so until you get that, you can't get to the millions because you ain't appreciate the struggle. You gotta appreciate the struggle in order to appreciate the millions. You gotta know what to do with the struggle in order to do with the millions.
That's facts.
So people want money, but you don't even know how money works.
That part. And the one thing about it, BU and King, that people don't understand is you have to be willing to start at the bottom and work your way up. What we have right now in the digital age is an expedited expectation of instantaneous success.
Right.
That don't happen. You talked about your time as a driver. You worked your way up. Even with all the trouble Puffy been in, I tell anybody, if we separate the troubles from Puffy the worker, I tell people, if you look at how Puff started and where he ended up, Puff was willing to do the work.
He was willing to do the work. And yo, like I say for anybody, you got to separate the personal from the art. You don't have to accept it, but when you're talking about, the situation, you got to separate the personal from the art. If we're going to talk personal, all of us got issues and things, and we not better than one another. All of us got something. It's just not exposed.
Right.
All of us did things, and people just didn't get caught.
Right.
So separate personal from the art and the contribution to the,
Word. And when you think, and also from that BU to kind of construct upon that, when you get to a certain place in the industry, we've seen individuals kind of get to a place where they feel mighty high and try to get big for their britches from what they perceive as a level of where they've ascended to. How
Be
important is
humble.
it to? Yeah,
Be humble. Anything can happen.
yeah. Thank you for answering
Period.
that.
And that's
Yes,
whatever. You go to work tomorrow, be humble. Anything can happen. You,
that's
you you
true.
get ready to lay down tonight, be humble. Anything can happen.
That's true. And people have to understand this. It changes at any time. And when we look at how the game, whether you were a major artist at one point and maybe you're not that anymore, or if you're an artist on the come up, I tell anybody, always understand, and we've seen this thing change as fast as change as fast as the weather can, as time can go.
Change as fast as a candlestick on a 5-minute chart.
That it is. That it is. So in terms of you in the present day, what have you found in the industry today in terms of who you worked with and how you've adapted and understood metrics, analytics, and everything that goes into, you know, promoting an artist and to most importantly, keeping them in the public exposure?
I've learned everything changes, and you gotta know how to deal with the next generation or the next people up in order to keep going for yourself. Because we could say, yo, I don't want to hear that. I don't like that. That's mumble rap. That's this. But once you extend your hand to the culture and you integrate, you can stay locked in and keep going with the next culture instead of being a bitter old man, not knowing how business then works versus business now. Yes, it's all business, but the parameters and the rules in the business have changed. That's why they got 360 deals versus other deals. So you got to know the new language versus the old language. You got to know the language with the internet versus without. I heard CDs is coming back. See, you got to learn the streaming versus the other world.
Right.
To not know both or all worlds, you'll be lost. So the facet is you need to learn every aspect of every world, all generations, old, new, and the ones to come.
And see, that's what inspired us to do this show. And that's what inspired us to do this show, because we always looking for the next ones. Like, no disrespects to the OGs that paved the way, but we was always looking for the next guy that could take that mantle and go to the next level and you know, kick those doors down.
Yeah, and not to cut you off, the new generation got to learn from the old generation. Let me explain something to y'all. You know why y'all new generation ain't doing stadiums? You know why y'all can't tour? I could go on tour right now with MOP, Onyx, Lords of the Underground, Nice and Smooth. I could do the whole golden era and tour with them forever, excuse me. The new generation can't do that, because once they drop a song, ain't nobody going to no stadium to see that one song that was a minute, 12 seconds.
And don't get us started about the performance.
There is no performance because you haven't been developed.
Like, even when we went out there to see last Saturday and we seen Fredro and Stick, they performed like it's the 90s.
Right. And that was something like, because it's my birthday, but if we really get up there and go crazy, locked in, no this, no party, no nothing, and it's battle time, them records come on, that energy in that room is totally different, and we command the space. You got to command the space.
Presence is everything.
The music we had, the movement we had, the style, the culture, everything was involved. It's no longer the same. There is no twist. Like, because people ain't going through that whole rigmarole and that whole training. They ain't going through that to get where they got to get to now. You can just press send. Now the world got your music. They don't know about the hard work and the struggle. And that's what makes you. Michael Jackson in their Motown. People had to come in and do like training sessions. They had to be
Yeah.
developed.
Yeah.
Artists and repertoire.
Yeah.
Joe Jackson,
And
y'all can say what you want about that man, but that man still got Michael to a level that was never reached.
and one thing about it too, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta poke for the dead thing. Of course, we got the Dr. Dre boot camp.
Gotta have that. Yeah, if you rocking with Dre, you might go and record a song. That one song is 10 o'clock right now. It's 9:46. Y'all ain't gonna. You might not be done with just doing your verse till about 3, 4 in the morning after 100 takes.
Yeah.
The first one was good.
Right.
He don't want that. He needs you to break through the ceiling, B. I need great. I need incredible.
Man, look, we heard that story Too Short talked about how he delivered the best verse he ever did on Detox, and Dre ain't put it out, but sure had to like redo that thing like so many times.
There you go. There you go.
Like my man, funny thing is, my man Bishop Lamont said he seen people fall apart in the studio after them boot camps. Man, he said he'll have you in there, just to work on one bar for almost 48 hours.
Crazy. And I did a long time. Shout out to 50 Cent. Shout out to G Unit, Tony Yayo, Banks, Buck, Kid, Hot Rod, the whole gang. Like, I was there with them. That's my other family. Like, so that right there, I seen it, how it goes and how you gotta move militant. And when you in different countries, different states, different cities, it's a real boot camp. And I'm blessed. I got to really be in every regiment of it.
To see 50.
Check this though, man, because it's funny you get into that, because people see 50 Cent and they see, power. They see him making fun of rappers online and shit like that. Since you lived through that time, tell us about that time period where this guy was like a juggernaut. We lived through that.
Man, you got to remember and go do your homework, because I put out the videos. I go put out the footage. I go put out getting the keys to the city with the mayor, where we on movie sets. 50 is another reason where I'm at and how I do it, the way I do it. Because when the music ain't it, that's one point to catapult you to other avenues and other ventures. And when you learn how to navigate through other ventures, I just told y'all, I was the driver, I did the bookings, I did the road management, I carry bags, I DJ, I rap. Once you learn every facet, acting, merchandise, signing artists, doing movies, doing it, you can't be stopped, because you're going to excel and exceed in one, long as you really pressing the issue.
When you look at 50 BU and you see, and shout out to Robert Greene as well, the 50th Law that he
Oh man, shout out to my man Robert Greene, man. That's my guy,
great book.
Man.
Yeah. For those who have not read Robert Greene's books outside of 48 Laws of Power, which is essential reading,
right.
Read the 50th Law, read the 33 Strategies of War,
the Art of
War,
Seduction, all that.
Yeah. When you look at 50 from when he started in 99, actually even 98 when he was on Onyx's React.
Yeah,
and then ultimately
that was 50's first record.
Yeah. And then of course, How to Rob. We all know about all the stuff he went through in terms of getting shot, getting dropped by the label. For those that read the 50th Law, he talks about everything he went through in terms of, having to start over. To see where he is now in terms of a multi-millionaire media mogul. Did you see this with him years ago that he was going to become this?
Yes. Because see, it'll all lock in right now. See, MOP, I was with them since a kid. So I've been through, remember they were signed to Sony, Relativity, Rockefeller, G Unit. Remember, MOP was signed to everybody.
Right.
So I was there for every facet, every signing, every movement, every tour. So I learned then. And when I met the man, I said, nah, he different. And if this don't motivate you, I don't know what will. Word. Fifth different.
Man.
He a different animal, man. Animal ambition is real. And it show you, man, like, I can't stop. I gotta get to it. It's somebody with 50 billion right now getting to it. And I'm in the bed slobbing on my pillow? Nah. Nah. So people don't understand me. And as a people, we gotta get better, man. Stop looking at what somebody else is doing and getting jealous or getting mad. You don't know what that person has been through in their life or what they sacrificed to do so or to be where they're at today.
That part.
You have no idea. Celebrate somebody. I just told y'all, the reason y'all not winning because y'all don't celebrate other people's wins. Learn how to do that and your blessings will come naturally. And put in your own work. If you mad or looking at what somebody else is doing, then go do it better.
That part.
Don't be mad at what people are doing. Cause yo, me, every month I'm coming with something. I'm coming with heat. Long as I got a place, I could bring these artists. I'm from the golden era. You could careers. I got endless artists to bring. Where today in the other world, they don't have endless artists to bring because people don't want to hear that shit. They don't even remember it. I can remember verses and songs and whole albums from 20 years ago. You can't remember what they just put out yesterday. It's too fast. Microwave world.
And I mean, when we look at the artists,
it's not embodied. It's not encompassed. It's not, accepted as an experience or a movement. We know music from a time period in life that will mark that period we'll never forget.
Right.
The new generation marks 1,000 songs a week. You can't mark it.
Yeah, it's congested, and that's why we and when we look at that congestion, King and BU, what happens with the congestion is flooded because everybody's trying to make a mark.
Right.
And the thing is, especially now with social media being the way it is, it's not even about the music anymore. It's about trying to sell a personality. The music is secondary. It's not even about is it good. It's just about what type of crazy stunt can I pull publicly to get everybody pulled to me. But at the end of the day, what happens? I mean, we say this from a journalistic point. Not because on off the cuff, we're never out to,
it's like where you
scare
go
anybody.
There. Like, okay, you don't went viral, but see, the problem is you got to match that hype and do it again. Then you got to do it again. And it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to duplicate, King.
I mean, we look at artists like Ice Spice. She had her buzz a couple of years ago, but the album came. It didn't do what they thought it would do, and now she's kind of like everybody's wondering, will she make it back?
You be lucky for the strike twice. They can't strike.
She could make it back. You know how she could make it back? If she went through some development and she took some advice from an older artist who was in her arena. Mary got a residency. Ice Spice is out of here.
Right.
See the difference?
Yeah. I mean, but Mary is like an icon. I mean, so when we heard about
right, Mary is an icon, but look at her life on display.
Right.
How she became to be an icon.
Right.
Look at the development and the story. Ice Spice ain't come with a story. She came with a song and then Nas dissing her, if I can recall. And it wasn't a diss, but it was a reference to the record. And That's it.
Right.
People love stories. People love stories. Like this is what they don't understand. They need something to draw the artist.
Do you know we can tell you Mary's story right now? We can't tell you Ice Spice's story.
Yeah.
Right.
We can tell you Oprah's story. So we buy into Oprah.
Right.
But we can't tell you somebody that came with a daytime talk show that came and left because we don't know their story. And it wasn't on front view for you to understand their story. So you're not attached to it. It don't mean nothing. When something is brought to you and it means something to you, it sticks with you. When it don't mean nothing to you, it don't stick with you. And it bounce off you. Whatever.
And I'm going to tell you,
And to make matters even worse, when you try to get them to do a story and they try to do press, they don't even know how to carry themselves in public and do interviews.
No, because again, that's A&R. And I don't want to keep stressing A&R.
No, please keep stressing it because they need to hear this.
Artists and repertoire was a thing. That was a paid career for people, which is no more in the music business. There's no more A&R. There's a bunch of yes men that say we think we can make some money. We throw it to the wall, see if it sticks.
Right.
Whereas before, you had to be developed and we knew your story. So once you know your story, we know how to develop you, where from you started.
That's real. And when we think about what you said about Mary J's story, that was real because it was the fact that this is before social media. So the thing is, you had magazines, you had the outlets. You know, it's funny when we think about it years ago, because everybody was still trying to get out there. Jay-Z, Nas, M.O.P.
I don't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead,
please.
My
thought though. Just like you said, we had magazines, we had in stores, we had CDs, tapes with credits.
Yeah.
Today, that's obsolete, and you don't even know what that is.
Right. The liner notes.
So you can't align with that energy because it's no longer there. It doesn't exist.
That is why
it's like the middle class. Yeah. It used to be upper, middle, lower.
Yeah, they getting away with a bunch of bullshit with these liner notes no more. Cause I'm like, okay, we can't find who goes writing your raps now.
Right.
That part.
And back then, like for real, we know it's a ghostwriter. But now, I wouldn't want to take credit for ghostwriting that bullshit they talking about.
No.
There's only a few people getting off. Lil Baby, Da Baby, Travis. There's only a few people really getting off because they look back and reference the golden era.
Right.
When you got people like the Baby, he get that energy from 50 Cent. You ain't stopping the Baby.
Right.
And he was developed. He didn't just come and, oh, that's dope, it's over. That's what happened to y'all new artists. Nigga hear a sound for 2 minutes, then it's over as soon as the next sound coming.
Yeah.
But we don't know and can't recite a word you said. But we can go back and quote records and whole albums from 1991, 2, 3, all the way to 2000 and better, up to 2005. After that, it got loose.
And that's real. Because a lot of times, but when you look at those albums, and how they were released, they defined an era. When you think about Mary J's My Life, released in the fall of 1994.
It marked the time of history.
Yes. When you think about The Chronic, released in 1992, Doggy Style in 93, Death Certificate in 91, Power in 88, I believe. No. Because I'm trying to make sure I get all, even with 50 Cent, when you think about Get Rich or Die Trying in 2003, Those Jeezy 2005 or 101, they
There you
all
go.
defined an era
There you go.
that was a symbolization of where the culture was, whether fashion, music, or the overall aesthetics of the field. And you can tell those albums were processed with a careful attention to detail and articulation for authenticity, and most importantly, curated to be a classic.
Right.
Those are the main things.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even get, they're not even getting no documentary about these albums, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Nas just outworked everybody in the last 5 years and won Grammys. Hello?
That dude dropped 6 albums in 3 years. Shout out to him and Hit Boy. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Hello? And a classic with Primo. Say what you want. Go back and listen to it, and then come back and have an opinion.
And
I didn't really sit back and listen to that album at first, because this is what you know about when you're dealing with people on the internet versus people from a different era. And it ain't just, you know, hopping on because it's Nas and Primo. It's like I sat back and listened to some of the stuff Nas was saying, like especially the song where he's rapping in 3 different personas, Esco, Nasir, and regular Nas. And then he's rapping, but he giving up to the graffiti writers and stuff. Like, they're not really
all the way down to
album.
DJ K Slay. Rest in peace. Shout out to K Slay. He used to be a graffiti artist.
Dez. He went by the name Dez.
Come on, man. So he was in what I don't know what movie. What movie?
Wild
he was in
Style. It was Wild Style.
He was in Wild Style. Yo, a lot of people ain't even gonna understand what we talk about right now.
Yeah. And see, another thing too,
they know K Slay and Papoose, but they don't know nothing before what we talking about. Beat Street, Breaking, Wild Style. They don't know nothing about that.
Not at all.
Man, look, this is where I gotta put on the personal hat and take
shout out
off
to Guru, rest in peace, Guru, Gangstar.
Yeah.
Yo, that's my family too, man. I come from that whole Freddie Fox. Remember, man, I come from the MOP
Industry
camp, man,
Shakedown, man. Industry Shakedown.
Yeah.
Man. Bumpy Knuckles.
That's all my family. Like when I come with, people don't understand because I got a lot of family. I don't do money. I do relationships.
That's important. That's very important.
So when they come to my town, wherever town, if my mother there, we going to mom's house, she cooking. We going to the local shit. We going to see what the record stores with the vinyl. We going to do culturistic things. And I probably got people in movies and actors, so we might premiere a movie, but I bring experience. I don't do parties. Don't come to my shit if you think you're getting a party. I don't do parties. I do experiences.
Man, that's important too, because it's all about the authenticity. It's not about the celebrity. It's about making sure that you have a real bond and a kinship with those who you deal with like that.
Yeah, or it's just a transaction.
Exactly.
Then you wonder why they come to your hood. Yo, give me my money. Damn, yo, you ain't gonna. Yo, give me my money or I ain't coming in there. And I'm about to put out a post right now. Due to unforeseen circumstances.
Oh, boy.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, these broke at ain't do what they supposed to do, and we ain't coming in before.
We've seen it happen. We have seen it happen.
You know what I'm saying? That's why relationships take you further than money, man. I'm gonna keep repeating that. That's y'all heard it from me, man.
And that's real. You mentioned K Slay, and I have to take off my journalism hat and put on my personal hat because Slay was a friend, and I knew Slay personally, so that hurt my heart, you know, with his passing. And I knew Slay for some years.
Slay was a good brother too, man.
He was.
He believed in you, and he had multi-facets. Like Slay was a graffiti artist, but when he DJ'd, he dealt with the underdog.
Yeah.
Slay was putting on for people that was locked up, people that, you know, people that didn't feel good about themselves. that's another part of the culture. Like, we gotta start taking care of each other mental, man. We all going through mental traumas and triggers, man, every day. We got family. Yo, we do this business. We got wives, we got girlfriends, we got mothers and fathers. Like, we neglect our kids. It's a lot of stuff. You know, your lady, like, why you do this and why you do that? She don't understand because she ain't been in this business and she don't know what it takes. But if she stick there with you, you gotta salute those people that stay there with you because they genuinely love you. So you gotta know how to separate a lot of stuff, man.
Beneath all the glamour and glitz, BU, what do people have to understand about the personal aspect and the toll it can take on you if psychologically you are not ready to deal with the rigors and the stress?
You could end up in the hospital or with a DUI. Because the triggers, you don't even see it until if you really deep into it.
Right.
Then you see you can't back out of it or you don't know how to get out of it, but you got to maneuver, and the maneuver might take longer than what you anticipated.
Right.
So you got to play catch up. You got bills to catch up. Your lady taking care of you. You got to take care of her. You got to take care of moms. Shit don't stop because you backed up. So the mental got to be, tough as your skin, like we said earlier. You gotta have tough skin, but you gotta have a tough brain. Else you're gonna break down and start catching charges, have to pay lawyers and for being reckless.
And they play and another thing too, man, it's like you gotta keep your head on the swivel at all times, because when you get put in a different position of life, when you have a lot to lose, you gotta think in totally different ways of, man, I can't jeopardize this just, doing this, or I gotta watch myself.
Right. Then you gotta watch other people. You got other people that look at you and say, well, damn, Off the Cuff Radio got BU, they get Tresh, they got this, they got that. But do you know what Off the Cuff Radio been through to get to where they at now?
Tell them.
Man, look. I could write a book.
You just want to be jealous. You just don't like them. Have you ever did business with them? Listen, man. Yo, you don't like BU, right? Okay. Have you ever did business with BU? No. Do BU owe you any money? No. Did he have the shit lit and the town was crazy and everybody kept? Yes. Does he deliver what he promises? Yes. That's what matters. And when people can buy into your word and your lifestyle is real, then you can continue to develop and build a community that believes in you, that supports you, and doesn't just come out to be a groupie. Yo, why you ain't tell them to say my name? Because you ain't the reason they coming here.
Hey, that's that part right there.
See what I'm saying? Like, life is too short. Only thing we all guaranteed in life is death. So celebrate each other, celebrate hip hop, celebrate the culture, celebrate Off the Cuff, celebrate BU, celebrate First to First Entertainment, celebrate each other. Let's celebrate blacks. Let's celebrate humanism. Let's celebrate God first.
Amen.
Whatever you
Amen.
believe in. Then let's start celebrating your wins, because you'll realize once you start aligning what's right, you get the karma of what's right.
Oh, wow. That's deep right there, man. That is deep.
I'm not afraid to talk about God. I'm not afraid to talk about what I've been through. I'm not afraid to talk about I'm not perfect. I'm not afraid to talk about my Crohn's disease, my 23 plus surgeries. Like, we got to come back and do another stream, because I got so many stories. I got my nonprofit, Crohn's No More. I do multiple things, man, because the world needs multiple help.
That's deep right there, man. That's a word right there. That is a word. We need ministry from all aspects.
Everything.
Yes.
You know how to rap good? Learn how to Be a good phlebotomist. Learn how to be a good HVAC. Go get your electric plumbing license. Yo, we need more people that know how to trade, people that know how to invest, people that tell you how money works. All facets.
Let's talk about that for a second, BU, because there's always this, we've gotten to this weird place, especially in the Black community, where we don't celebrate the common working man for doing the jobs that are necessary. Plumbers, electricians, mechanics, Meanwhile,
those are the people sitting back, right? Getting 100, 200,000 a year. They ain't got to rap. They ain't got to DJ. You struggling, being an artist, they lit. They leave it. Yo, tomorrow I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go do the job when I want to. And I'll make about $3,000.
Yeah.
So we don't celebrate that because it ain't cool. Shit, it's cool to me.
Man, look, legit money beats illegal money all day.
I know a lot of artists that do technician jobs or painter jobs.
Oh, wow.
Or carpenter jobs or plumbing jobs.
That's
I know a
dope.
lot of artists that do other things. I know artists, Ill and Out Scratch. I know a lot of people, shout out to them. I know people that got into the real estate like me, because you gotta do other things, man. The music catapults you to the next level. Use it wisely.
It should be a stepping stone.
Correct. Just like anything else in life. Once you level up, it should be a stepping stone.
And that's something that a lot of artists have to understand. Back in the day, and even then it was tricky because you really had to make sure that your contracts were structured right. And when you were doing shows, your show money was your money. But even now with the 360s, they want that too.
They want everything.
Yeah.
Your merch, your show, your blood, your life.
And that's something.
What 360 is. 360 is they want everything full circle. Meanwhile, independent versus, that's a good thing. Independent versus major. They both good. But is it good for you? That's what you got to decide. How hard do you hustle? If you hustle hard and you got a little bit of means, you'll get a lot more. If you sold 1 million records independent, and if you sold 10 million records and went diamond majorly, you're gonna be $100 million person individual, independent versus the major. Because the major does it for you. You do it for yourself.
Right.
But you gotta not be afraid to take a chance on yourself. That's why you gotta bet on you.
And that's real. Right. And when you talk about the difference between independent and major, because you see a lot of these artists, that's how they're doing it now. And I tell artists this respectfully: if you can endeavor on an independent scale, that is great. And if you can grow it and make it flourish, that's great. But you need to know where legitimately you are in the game. Like when you have artists like Cormega, when you have MC8, shout to him and Premier with that album they did years ago, Which Way Is West, which was phenomenal.
Right.
They already had a fan base that they were able to do that. And a lot of artists, truth be told, they don't have that popularity that they think they have in their mind. What do artists have to understand about where they're really at in the industry and how to maximize the most out of, what they have?
They don't want to maximize because you're scared to put up. If you really believe in yourself, you're gonna bet on yourself. I go to the casino. I roll dice. I be in the streets. We was in Russia rolling dice. I bring the CeeLo wherever I go. I've been over 56 countries. I'm on my 3rd passport.
Oh wow!
Listen, when you bet on yourself, you don't care about all that other shit, man. Like, yo, I gotta do what I gotta do, man. You do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. What's up?
Right.
And if you don't believe, you ain't gonna achieve. You pump faking. You thinking, oh, I might. Oh, they don't like. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, not cocky, but God first and confidence next. I'm not cocky, I'm confident that this is gonna work, because I can't let it fail, because it ain't no plan B, C, or D. It's plan right here.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all don't have that that new mentality ain't that old school feel. It ain't that old school rule in our mind. For some of us, not everyone.
But that's real though. But that comes from a real, your testimony and the convictions of your commentary come from a real place of understanding all the facets of what it takes to flourish.
Yeah.
Because we all grew up in that era where we really had to work to do it. You know, we wanted Jordans. We had to get out and get a job to get it. You know,
I'm glad you said that. This
go
why
ahead,
our kids,
build on that,
my son,
please,
24 years old.
Yes, sir.
These new kids got Jordans, they got this, they got that. Me, you, King, all of us, our era, it wasn't no get what you want. And if you don't got it, cry, nigga.
You had to settle too. You had to like, look, okay, if you couldn't afford them, you better rock them LA gears.
Yeah, you better rock LA whatever. Cause guess what? If you want to cry in my era, in y'all era, first of all, we get messed up in public. I don't want to use no profanity, but and our parents say, yo, you want to cry? I'll give you something to cry about. It wasn't this new thing, man. So we had to develop tough skin from our era, from our parents first. That's why we was able to get through the foul basketball, rap, and all other contracts and learn the business to tell y'all new people, don't do that. Or they just hating. Nah, we been through it. And y'all gonna go through it. Come on, Lil Baby. I watched that story. Come on, man, his loyalty. He had old school loyalty to Q and QC and all of them, where he lost $150 million versus them selling their company for $300 million.
Dang.
Man.
Because he was loyal to P from QC.
Right.
But that's our era. We be loyal and all of that. But then our people be like, yo, you know what? They offered me $300 million. I'm gonna take it. Yo, that go to show you gotta know which battles to pick, man.
That's true.
That's some real talk right there, man. But 100 mil like that?
150. Shit. They offered, your man Scooter Braun offered Lil Baby 150 mil for his publishing, a publishing deal. He was like, nah, QC, P, QC, that's my people's. P from QC turned around and sold it to Scooter Braun, the whole QC for $300 million. But 150 million was due to Lil Baby's publishing. That's what they wanted. That's how you got the 300 from the 150.
That's crazy.
I'd be sick for a whole year.
You be sick for 10 lifetimes.
That's so real talk. When you think about the aspect of it, and that's a great anecdotal, BU. When you look at the industry and where loyalty is, how do you navigate appropriately when a major windfall financially in a good way comes, and what's the best move? Because some people are going to, like they say, everybody's going to be a critic about it. Is there any way to say what's a snake move and what's a smart move, or is there a gray area in between?
No, there's no way to say what's a snake move and another move, because you don't know when it's going to happen, because everybody got the finesse.
Right.
Shout out to Finesse 2 times. I just like the name. Shout out to you. I like that name, but you're going to get Finesse 2, 3, 4, 200 times.
Right.
Listen, I do a lot of stuff with investing. That's my thing. That's my niche.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a thing called trade with the chart, not with your heart.
I like that. I'm
going to repeat it. I'm going to slow it down because a lot of people don't read today, so I know you ain't listening. Trade with the chart, not with your heart. We don't do this off emotions. We do this off analytics, business, and what it is. We go with the trend. Like, if it's an apple, if it's a pear, it ain't an orange, my G.
Right.
Yeah, they all fruit. But it ain't what it is. Like, they ain't even no math no more. They ain't even no trade schools no more. We could get it. We be on here for 8 hours, man. I got too much, man. Grandma is 25 today, man. Grandma ain't 85 no more.
That's a culture shock.
It is.
That's part of the problem. There's no going to grandma's house with the family, the dinners, the arguments, cause grandma 30 years old. She in the club, nigga. She ain't fucking with cooking. She don't know how to cook. So we can't, like, we losing a lot because we don't have the traditions hand down and people taking the recipe books, taking the mental notes, taking the blueprint. Both gotta adapt. New to old, old to new. Both gotta adapt for this thing to continue. They saying that we could be extinct because every woman need to have 2.5 babies minimum. See, families ain't like it used to be, man. Ain't nothing like it used to be. Culture is different, and we gotta preserve it the best way we know how, through business, personal, and relationships, and just life in general, man. We gotta be humble and give grace to each other, man.
That's facts. That's the most important and best. Yeah, that's important to be able to pass that down. You know, it's not about money.
When nothing's passed down, we losing everything, man. If macaroni and cheese recipe wasn't passed down, then how would you know about baked macaroni and cheese from the 1800s?
That's true.
Like, how would you know? So anything else that was back then, come on, man. Everything has to be handed down. It has to be perfected. It has to be made better than what it was. Innovate. Build. Let's talk about generational wealth after we get our individual self together and our individual mental health together. Like, yo, ain't nobody better than nobody, man. It's okay to ask questions, man. I don't know this, King. What's this mean? I don't know this, fam. What's this mean? It's okay to ask questions, man. Stop being embarrassed, man. You don't know everything, man.
And that's the thing. Pride becomes before the fall, and ego will erase your existence if you're not careful.
There you go. Pride always come before the fall. See, I got to repeat it because they don't understand. See, they be like, damn, why you so... I'm just passionate. But you ain't hearing from him like you heard it from me, but we said the same thing.
And that's the reality of it. And people have to understand the biggest impediment to advancement is the ignorance that you try to disguise as intelligence that you have the lack of to begin with.
Correct. Like, yo, I don't know how to do this, yo. What's this mean? Y'all don't know how to stream right. What's this mean? Y'all don't know what algorithms mean. Is there, and then we got to start going and looking for other means to other things. What library has this? Where can I get some free support for this? We got to do the work ourselves too.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, that's a real good game, man. And we probably got to wrap it up, man, because I want to go in and clip this thing up. Thank you once again for chopping it up with us, man. It was dope.
I appreciate y'all, man. We got to do a part 2. We got other facets. February 21st, Raleigh. February 21st, I got a real special guest, and y'all don't want to miss this. He's current, He's Mr. Versus. Yeah, this gonna be crazy. It's gonna sell out when I drop it. So, yo, man, I gotta come back, kick it with y'all. Y'all always got my support. Thank you for your support. I appreciate y'all, man. This was a great experience. And I want y'all to go far and beyond what you could have ever imagined, man. Word.
We appreciate you. Be you. I'm T-Max-NBA on Instagram. I'm going to hit you in the DM. I got to make some space on the follow list to get you in there. Let me know if you got anything in Hampton Roads, Virginia coming, and we'll try to link from there.
Shout out to my man, Bink Dog. Super producer Bink Dog out in VA, man, Norfolk.
Yeah, man. Living legend. Living legend.
Shout out to my man, my brother Pharrell Williams.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, yo, I got family. I don't do business. I do relationships first. Then I do business. Shout out to my man Pharrell Williams. Shout out to Fredro Starr, Sticky Fingers. Man, shout out to my mom. Shout out to y'all moms and pops. Shout out to everybody on this YouTube. Shout out to everybody on this StreamYard. Off the Cuff Radio, man. Y'all great, man. Continue being great and doing what you do, man. No matter what nobody say, man. Everybody on here, keep God first, man. Without God, you don't have nothing, man. You keep God first.
Amen. Amen.
Be thankful and grateful for what you have, man, because you can have nothing.
Amen.
Appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate everything, the love shown. It was a movie that we turned up on last week. We saw the highlights out there.
Thank y'all for my birthday, yo. The movie was crazy last week. It was.
And I tell you, man. I tell people, man, look, when I step out one for special occasions.
Right.
And I knew this was gonna be something crazy.
Shout out to my man Diamond D. We had Diamond D digging in the crates performing.
Yeah.
Man, look, the legend. Man, Bronx, the dime piece, man.
Shout out to my man Sadat X, man. Oh, man, new role, brand Nubian, man. My man Sadat. Oh, man, shout out to my man DJ Alamo. Yo, shout out to, man, rest in peace to Fox, Boogie Beige, rest in peace to Flipper the Ripper. Oh, man, I don't want to miss nobody. Rest in peace to my brother, man, Charlie Murphy, man. I miss you, man. I love you. Yeah, Eddie Murphy, brother. Charlie Murphy, that was my big bro, man. I got a lot of big bros,
Charlie Murphy's
man,
True
like,
Hollywood Stories, man. Dave Chappelle.
Yo, I miss my brother Charlie, man. Shout out to my peoples, Renee. Shout out to my mother. Shout out to my son. Yo, I want to shout out the world because, yo, I can't do this without y'all, man. And I'm coming back because we got a lot more to go. Crohn's No More organization, my 501c3 for Crohn's disease, man. We out here making a difference in the world. Everybody eats. Shout out to everybody, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I'm appreciative of everybody, man, especially y'all, man.
Love you more, man. Thank you so much. And we're definitely going to get that part two. Thank you again. You know, you're welcome back anytime.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all salute, man. I appreciate it.
Absolute.
I see y'all in a minute.
Yes, sir. King, take us out of here.
Yes, sir, man. On that note, we up out of here. We're going to catch y'all probably this Wednesday, this Friday. We getting back into the mode, man. We getting back into the groove of things, man. Thank you. Thank you, Saprano, for pulling up on us, man. We up out of here. Man. Catch us same off the cup time, same off the cup channel. You heard?
There we go. Salute. DJ BU, Saprano the Great. Holla at me, y'all.
Yes, peace.
All right.
God bless. Thank y'all.
Salute.
And we out.